can apply for a job just because it's paying well, but if you're unhappy and you're miserable and you literally dread going there every day and you don't want to stay there, what's the point? What does that really benefit you other than the money? Hey there, loved ones, welcome. If you're new to this channel, you're in for a treat. And if you are returning, welcome back. My name is Sonia Star J, your sis with the tips. And today we're talking about how to pick the best career for you. Maybe you're just graduating college and you don't know where to go or how to get there. Or maybe you're one of the 4+ million people like myself who have recently quit their jobs and now you're wondering, what next? What am I supposed to do now? How do I apply for a job? How do I get seen? How do I put myself in front of the people who are hiring? If your goal is to even get a new job, because a lot of people are starting their own businesses. But if you're one of those people who are ready to jump back into the workforce, this video is for you. If you could do me a favor before we get started, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You subscribed? All right, let's go ahead and get started. Quarantine did a number on many of us, right? Many of our jobs had us working remotely and then decided to bring us back into the office. Many of us woke up and realized that we were being paid way below our worth. Other people used quarantine to pursue other passions and learned that they were better off doing something outside of the field they were currently in. Like myself, I left the field of social work, which I have been in for the last 10 years, to switch into being a creative entrepreneur and a massage therapist. It was one of the scariest transitions I've ever made in my life, and I've made quite a few transitions. Some of my responsibilities as a case manager was to help my clients find employment. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing tips with you that I would have shared with them, and also tips that I've used personally. Of course, we all need a job to make us money, right? But your job is also where you're going to spend the majority of your time. Many of us aren't going to have the luxury of staying at home, but there are some jobs that do allow you to do that. If you don't happen to be in one of those jobs, you want the place where you're going to spend the majority of your time to be a place that you enjoy being. One of the first tips that I have to help you find the best career for you is to assess your skill set. What is it that you're good at and what skills comes easily? I don't believe that things should be hard for us. I believe that you should literally do the thing that comes the easiest to you. Why would you want to do something that's hard? Not me. For example, the thing that comes the easiest to me is writing. So I'm a writer. I write books, I edit books, because that is something that literally comes easy to me. But you want to think about your skill set. Are you good with people? Do you like food? Are you good at problem solving? Are you good with deadlines? Are you good at de-escalating? Maybe you could be a manager. Do you have patience? Think about the things that you were taught in school. If you have a degree, think about the things that you were taught to do with that degree. These are skills, things that you were trained to do. And also look at your past jobs and the things that you were good at, the things that you picked up on quickly, because you may have transferable skills that you could take from one career to the next, especially if you're trying to switch fields. What responsibilities may you have had in past jobs that you could transfer to another organization in a position where you might be happier? Because that's what this is about. This is about you being happy. And yeah, maybe working at a job doesn't make you happy, but at least we can get a little bit close. So the second thing, besides looking at your skill set and what it is that you're good at, think about what it is you like to do. Because you don't want to go to a job that you're dreading, that you hate because you absolutely hate doing the work. At least make it something that's enjoyable to you. If you like putting together projects, you could be a director of a program. You got to think outside of the box and look into different things, especially when you're going into another field. My third tip would be for you to take a personality test. The Myers-Briggs personality test is literally what helped me to figure out what it was that I wanted to do. When you take the Myers-Briggs test, you answer a bunch of multiple choice questions. It gives you your personality type, and then it tells you what careers would be best for that personality type. And then you can go and Google the best careers for that personality type and then you'll be open to a world of possibilities that you probably never thought about. When I took the Myers-Briggs test, I was about 27 years old, and it told me that I would be good as an editor and as a massage therapist. I had never considered massage therapy as a career. I didn't even know that was a real thing. But now, here I am, 3 years later, loving the career that I'm in as a massage therapist and absolutely loving having the time to do YouTube, video editing, writing my books and editing my books. Things that are literally coming easy to me. Obviously, we have to consider the fact that we have bills. We have lifestyles that we want to maintain. So you want to look for careers that are aligned with your skill set, things you like to do that will pay you a salary high enough to maintain your lifestyle with a company that you can grow in. You don't want to go to an organization or a corporation where you're just stuck and you don't like it and you're not happy, because you'll end up leaving, which many people do anyway, but just for the sake of conversation. You want to do your research on the company. You want to make sure that you're working at a place that is aligned with your values, that they believe in the things that you believe in. And that is tip number 4. You don't want to go somewhere that makes you feel lesser than or small, dehumanized, overworked and underpaid. So for example, if you're a parent, you would want to go somewhere that has great policies for maternity or paternity leave or vacation and PTO time, just in case, you have a family emergency or something happens to one of your kids, or if you have a baby on the way. You want to ensure that they're going to value you as a person as well as an employee and give you that time to cater to your family's needs. You also want to look into benefits like your 401k and other incentives such as tuition reimbursement, diversity and inclusion training. If you're a person of color, look at their hierarchy to see if they have people of color as supervisors, managers, directors on the board, because all of this makes a difference. Check out the reviews of those organizations and corporations on Glassdoor, Indeed.com as well, because they'll let you know. Check the reviews. The reviews will let you know the pros and cons of the company and organization, sometimes the salary rates, whether or not they give you the opportunity to move up. And these reviews are coming from real people that either currently work there or used to work there. You could also check LinkedIn and look up the managers and people who are on the management team at that company. We even want to think about things like, if you have an emergency, if you don't have anybody to watch your kids, can you bring your kids to the workplace with you? That's definitely a bonus. I always see kids in my office. Do they care about mental health? Will they let you take off mental health days? How far in advance do you have to request time off? How lenient are they about PTO? Is the management team empathetic? Will they care about your feelings? Many places will, but I was blessed enough to work at an organization where they cared about all of these things, so I know they exist. It helps to know that you're working with and for good people who have good ideals, good morals, and high beliefs. So yeah, you can apply for a job just because it's paying well, but if you're unhappy and you're miserable and you literally dread going there every day and you don't want to stay there, what's the point? What does that really benefit you other than the money? You could literally end up being depressed and burned out and wanting to leave within a few years, when you could actually look at all of these things beforehand to make sure that it's a company that you'll really fit in with, that you'll really enjoy the work responsibilities, even if they add on some more after you start, because that happens. As long as the job and the company itself is aligned with your life mission, your own beliefs, and things that you value, I believe that you'll find something worthwhile. I know that we're in the middle of the great resignation of 2021, right? And I know that this time is really hard for a lot of people. I applied for jobs for 6 months before I made the decision to switch fields and to use my certificate in massage therapy and just step out on faith and do things for myself. And I recognize that not everybody has that luxury. But if there's a way that I could help you find a little bit of peace when moving forward into your new place of employment, that's what matters to me. I know that we have so much more ground to cover as far as career advice. If this is a topic that you would like me to discuss more, leave me a comment. Let me know what issues you all are having with finding jobs, and not just jobs, but careers, something that you're passionate about and that you love. Because I'm fortunate enough to be able to have found that place. And I really wish for this for everybody. Those are my big tips for finding the best career for you. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. As always, this journey may get hard, okay? Don't give up on your dreams and don't give up on yourself. You can do this. That career that you're looking for is out there. Thank you so much for tuning in with me, loved ones. Again, if you're new to this community, please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye.